team with a winning record.
Mm-hmm.
They did some things that they haven't done in a while with 3 players in the 20s with Bam.
That's the biggest thing for me was
Bam. Right. So
Bam was in such a funk. When you got to make the D Wade call, when you got to make
is the next game, like, I was always told when I played, and you have a big game, right? That the big game that you have is not the most important game. The most important game is the next one, because now people are going to be paying attention to you, and now you have to respond. Keep going.
I got you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, teams that, so if you have a player, so for instance, when Fletcher went off, right? That next week, what are they going to try to do?
Take him away.
We got to stop Fletcher. Mm-hmm. Everything, if you don't stop the run. And so then if he comes out and then goes for another 100, then you're like, okay, then there's some validity to what he's doing. It wasn't just a one-off. And so that's kind of how, I'm looking at this, is that, okay, has Bam found something or his confidence or whatever, or was it just a one-off?
Totally fair. No, I think it's totally fair. You got to keep it going, especially knowing how important he is to the team and all that type of stuff. So in the last game they played against the Celtics, they played pretty good for 3 quarters. Now, mind you, a lot of guys were out. Like Bam, I think in that game, let's see, they didn't have Davion, Wiggins, Hero, Jovic, or Pelle Larsson in that game. Yakachonis started that game. He had a really good game the last time. So this is, again, one of the important things I think also about this weekend. You mentioned that is the fact that they're healthier. And we're actually going to get a pretty good look.
Yakachonis is in the G League. Isn't he down in the G League?
No.
Who got sent down to?
A lot of the 2-way guys.
Okay.
Vlad Golden. He's certainly not going to be in the G League because I don't think it's Davion's probably not going to play tonight. So if Drew got in foul trouble or Pelle gets in foul trouble, you need to have him there. So he's not going to be out.
Right.
He's not going to be out. So we get the Harbaugh news. John Harbaugh, he decides to go to the New York Giants, the Dolphins. I guess we're going to go Stephen Ross's whole pro career. He's never going to get a Harbaugh.
Well, here's the problem. Even though there's only 32 of them, there's 2 guys out there that can pick and choose where they want to go.
They got the cachet.
And I heard Omar say it perfectly. All these teams think they're interviewing John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh was interviewing them.
Yeah, he's right.
Right? Because that's like that's what he has, right? And he has that, he has some skin in the game, enough skin in the game to where he can make certain demands.
Sure.
I think the first thing, when you look at the NFL right now, any coach that has that cachet, the first thing they're going to look at is what my quarterback situation is.
Mm-hmm.
That eliminates half the teams that need a except for maybe the Raiders, who have the number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you were to look at all right, so Giants are off, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You got Ravens, Titans, Steelers, Raiders, Falcons, Dolphins, Browns, Cardinals. 8 jobs left. Are the Dolphins what?
Browns are worse off because you still got another year of Deshaun and you got 17 quarterbacks in the building.
Is the Cardinals a better job than the Dolphins? Probably.
The Cardinals is not a better job because you have very similar situation. You got a bunch of old guys. You got a quarterback who's tic-tac, and nobody really knows what his situation is. He's probably done.
You got the Falcons job.
Falcons, you have you have a quarterback. You have a lot of young talent. If you like Achane, Bijan is a little bit thicker.
You got, and there's some rumblings out there that Clint Kubiak, who did an interview with the Dolphins, it sounds like he's a Matt Ryan guy. Like he's gonna.
And Matt Ryan's in the building. So
all right, so we would say they're no better than. You would say the Raiders job is a better job because the Raiders.
I would say the
Raiders are a clown show.
The Raiders are a clown show, but what that job does is that you can go into that job and pick the quarterback you want, which would be Mendoza.
For sure.
Right.
What were you saying, Vlad?
They have money.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would hope so.
I mean, I'm just saying the Dolphins situation is that they have to find ways to get under the cap.
Right. And so again, that whole situation, but if you did that and had a quarterback, we would still be having a different conversation because you could weather the storm if you have a quarterback.
Right, but now you don't have a quarterback.
Right. And you got to do
right. It's nasty work.
Right. And again, I would like to say, as patient as people say they are going through the process, there's been a lot of coaches fired after 1 year going through that process.
Sure.
So, like, if you're a new coach, like, do you really want to risk all the conversations you have beforehand versus actually going through it?
Steelers, is that a good job?
Steelers
Just
is not. Wait,
stability?
here. As far as the players and the team, no. As far as the organization, yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the situations you could go into and know that the organization is going to be patient as you go through this process of rebuilding.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I saw yesterday, the betting favorite for them is Chris Shula, and I was like, well, they like Chris Shula. Like if whoever the Steelers like as their coach, but I feel like that bears credibility for them.
It's a mentality thing, though. It's how they do business. Like when they hire a coach, and then they go about doing their business.
But we say it's a better job just because they're a better franchise.
Correct. And the patience that they have with, like, they still have some things with what they do with players. Like Pittsburgh is known for getting rid of guys before that contract is up. Right? So they're notorious for that, where they wouldn't pay guys.
Is the Ravens job better? You got Lamar, maybe in an unsettled situation. You got a new contract.
That's the best.
But you have the best.
You think Lamar, if you look at it from
he's the best quarterback available.
Correct.
He's the best
in the middle of his prime.
It's for sure better than the Dolphins if he stays there.
Correct. You have Lamar and you have a running game.
And
so if you start there like that, now I don't know what the situation is with everything else, but it does seem like they have like that. That is the closest team to winning everything of all the teams that fired their coach. Right? Yes. Now, that being said, you wouldn't have said that about Denver 2 years ago, but look at where they are.
Sure.
Okay. So from that,
I'm just saying for candidates though, attractiveness. Now they're not
attractiveness. Baltimore would be the best, the most attractive spot.
Yeah, that's what I
Baltimore and the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders, you get a chance.
The Raiders, though, like, but the organization.
Fine with the organization. I mean, if we're gonna go by organization, then Pittsburgh would be the #1 spot to go to,
or the Ravens.
Okay, so
yeah,
and then finally, the alien job we haven't talked about is the Titans because you got Cam Ward,
quarterback,
you got a clean slate.
Titans really a top 3 prospect.
Yes,
you have a quarterback. You're entering a new stadium.
Yes,
and you play in a winnable division.
The only thing I would say that a lot of people don't like the owner there. They don't like her. She's absentee. She's a little bit of aloof, but she doesn't. And you're going to be the voice of the team. She's not going to answer for it.
So that's fine. Like wait. Now we
nobody
make up. Everybody got to make up their mind. Do you want your coach? Do you want your owner talking all the time, or do you want your owner to stand back and let his people?
I'm just letting you know those are the things.
They all can't be Carly.
But if you were to look at the Dolphins, they're at best a bottom 3 job. Of the 8 left,
they're mid.
At best,
but
mid.
All that,
you think they're mid?
All that being said, they're still 1 of 32,
5 or 6.
Yeah, they're 1 of 32, but you're dealing with the candidate pool that you have now,
right?
You know,
I would say I would put them ahead of Cleveland.
Yeah,
I would put them ahead of Arizona. And
I think that they're the only 2 that they have arguments over. Everybody else, between either having the draft capital or the talent,
the quarterback, right?
Even if you were just look at the Falcons and you'd worry about Penix's knee, like the talent there is just better. The Dolphins, like, how many stars do the Dolphins have on their team?
Waddle, Achane.
Waddle's not a star.
All right, Achane. Jordan Brooks is a Pro Bowler.
I would say
who's taking a job over a middle linebacker?
No, a defensive guy.
I'm just saying.
I think their defense, believe it or not, I think Miami's defense is going to be really good next year.
I hope so.
Who's coaching them?
Right.
I hope so.
That seems to be the
They're going to end up with Hafley, right? Like, they're going to end up with the Packers guy. That feels like where this is going.
Because the Packers guy came over.
Because the Packers guy came over. And he's a first timer. Like, I don't.
But here's, if you're going to do that, he's the defense coordinator, correct? Hafley.
Yes.
So if you do that, then you better have somebody to come and deal with the offense. Otherwise, you're going to be in the same boat you were last year and year before that when the offense couldn't score. It's just that's just the nature of it. So how are you going to go about that?
Oh, we don't even know we don't know how they're going to go about it. I mean, people have theorized would they give like a short-term deal to Malik Willis? Like, we don't know the way that they're going to go. That
seems to be like those have been the talks too with bringing in Malik Willis, who
do you let Quinn Ewers get a shot? Like, do you do Malik Willis against Quinn Ewers in camp? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's not a great, like, that's the thing though. Like, that's what makes you a bottom 3 job is like you don't have these answers yet. Now maybe Sully has all the answers that we don't. Like, it's probably how he probably told everybody. He goes, "Hey, I got an ace up my sleeve here."
One of the things that I like, and many have said it, but I'm familiar with how Green Bay does stuff. They very rarely trade for a Micah Parsons. They usually always build through the draft. And so from that standpoint, it just seems like this is how they're going to go about it. You know, they're going to go about maybe trying to get additional draft picks. They're going to go about it by really focusing in on drafting talent, not drafting.
Well, that was the thing for years for them, right? Like, Green Bay always went. I mean, the only offensive player they ever drafted when they drafted Aaron Rodgers was Jordan Love. Like, they always tried to find value in offense and felt like they went defense.
Right. And it worked out. I mean, like, they were always there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but one of the reasons why they could do that is because they had Aaron Rodgers. This is a bit of a different situation in that you don't have the most.
Got Aaron Rodgers at value,
right? So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be a long road, but you got to just start with, the first thing, getting a coach. The one thing I don't want, to be honest with you, I really don't want to hear the opening press conference.
Why not?
Because I don't.
What if it's the guy from? What if it's the linebacker coach?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we know it's going to be a long road and to come in here.
Thank Mr. Ross. Thank you. I'm going to tell you everybody.
Was it Campanelli?
Yeah. Listen, we're going to go out here. We're going to bash him in the face. We're going to bash him in the face and then in the kneecaps. And then we're going to eat those kneecaps. We're going to put them on Strombone. And we're going to go out here and we're going to have a great time. We're going to feast on our opponents. And I'm going to feast on your face. Go fins up. We can still do that. We can still do that.
That's your guy, huh?
That's I like him. And I like Kelvin Shepard. I like the guy. I'm from Detroit. Yeah. Channing told me on him too. I think he said he's Little Man Campbell. I'm like, I'm all for Little Man Campbell.
Yeah,
the guys with experience it doesn't do anything for me. Like the
you know what, Kingsbury?
You need some stability.
Stefanski.
What about Kingsbury?
Nah, he's a TikTok coach. I don't like him.
He's perfect for Miami.
He's Hanson McDaniel. That's all he is.
Well, the fit will be nice. He's gonna have great outfit. The home is gonna be extraordinary.
I like everybody who's like, "Hey guys, Kuminga requested a trade." Who cares, dude? If I need another Kuminga trade update, like I need a hole in the head. Enough of Kuminga.
No, you need another Kuminga trade update, like you need another John Moran.
I would say this. I would say, look at you. I would say this.
Oh my God.
I would say this. You might not want to hear this, but Jonathan Kuminga might be more reliable than Ja.
Oh, really? Doesn't even play for the Warriors.
Last time he played.
It doesn't, for whatever reason.
He's getting DNPs on a 500 team.
Okay.
Coach's decision, not the injury kind.
Okay.
And every chance that he's gotten, he's not been very good this year. There's never been a more over-covered player than Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Ja.
Did you see last week? You see what happened in Berlin?
What?
Well, yesterday?
I can't talk about it. We got to go to break. But we got 15 minutes of heat, so lucky for you, we can get into it. Back after this.